Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, how long have you been there? I didn't even see you. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of this series. Doesn't have a name. This is for the WBE. This video is supposed to go up tomorrow. That was a really stupid thing to say because obviously the video is going to go up the day that I publish it. Regardless, what's up? My name's Wolf. I am currently in a singles league called the WBE, the World Battle Entertainment. I don't know if it's the World Battle Entertainment or if there's like an L in there. World Battle Entertainment League. It's something. I'm currently in the top 4. I got to buy through the top 6. I top cut after some questionable games, but I top cut. This is Adrive, the renowned Shiny Hunter and Wolf Killer. It's his singles league. I've been playing. It's my first foray into singles in a long time. I was gonna say I kind of had to burp, but then I burped, so it's okay. Think. What was I saying? I have to drink water. I'm thirsty. On my water bottle, I have this sticker. Can you see this? It says, "My child plays top 500 showdown ladder." I think it's funny. I have extras, actually. I need to give them to friends. Anyways, I'm playing singles. I'm in the top 4. I'm playing against Adrive, and the battle with Adrive will go up tomorrow from when I post this, ideally. Goes up Sunday, sometime Sunday. This is a big match. Obviously, I'm in the top 4. It would like really be a big deal for me if I could make it to finals in my first experience playing singles in like 8 years or something. Probably not 8 years. 2011 was when I stopped. So yeah, like 7 years ago. That'd be really, really awesome for me. I would like that a lot. But Adrive, I played Adrive twice. He beat me both times. Once in singles and once in VGC. So yes. And also, so for this matchup, I'm doing some things that are maybe not so safe. This is the first week I'm not bringing Ferrothorn, as you can see on your screen. But I feel okay about what I'm bringing. I'm making a risky decision here with what I bring, but I'm hopeful it can pay off. And yeah, anyway, game goes up tomorrow. Let's just jump into the team. So I'm either going with Tornadus or Landorus here. Adrive has Heatran, Tapu Bulu, Uxie, Crobat, Porygon 2, Rotom W. Did I already say Tapu Bulu? Tapu Bulu, Hitmonlee, Alolan Executor, Stunfisk, Heatran, Uxie, Porygon 2, Bulu, Hitmonlee, Crobat. So he's got those Pokemon. Nihilego. I said Bulu twice. Nihilego's the last one. Nihilego, Crobat, etc. He's probably gonna bring basically like. Last time he brought... Oh, and he has Mega Absol as well. I did something like 3 times then. Last time we played, he brought Mega Absol, Porygon 2, Rotom W, Tapu Bulu, Heatran, and Nihilego. If he brings those same Pokemon again, that would actually be awesome. Like, that would be really good. However, I have a feeling he's either going to bring Alolan Executor or Uxie or Crobat. One of those Pokemon is probably going to make it into the mix. Porygon 2 really didn't do much for him last time, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that guy tag out. And he's probably going to want more for Sliggoo as well, because Sliggoo was a problem for him last time. So, anyways, I'm bringing Tornadus T here. Originally I had a Assault Vest, but I actually like Flying EMZ here on this specific thing. I'm 100% bulky. Flying EMZ really isn't used for damage in this case. It's actually used just to have a 100% accurate Hurricane outside of rain, and also to do like for example, like now with Flying EMZ. First of all, I don't take as much from knockoff, which can be good because a lot of Pokemon get knockoff, and also I have like a 100% accurate move, and also like it KOs Absol. And it KOs, obviously, Hitmonlee and Executor, but also can just be used, like, to do good damage to, like, Crobat and, like, Uxie and, like, stuff like that. So, if he's expecting me to be, like, a couple, because I'm obviously going to be really bulky, so if he's expecting me to do the same amount of damage output with Hurricane, I get, like, one very strong Hurricane, which is good. Yeah. I'm using Taunt because I really don't want to let him get Stealth Rocks up. Yeah, Stealth Rocks just isn't great. Like, I mean, in this matchup, actually, like, because I'm not bringing some of the Pokemon I normally bring, like Ferrothorn, for example, and I do have Gurdurr, which we'll get to later, but I really don't, like, want to deal with Stealth Rocks, primarily because of Pelipper, actually, because I don't want to let Pelipper take unnecessary damage, but if you really, like, with Heatran and Nihilego and, what's the last one? Uxie, like, he's got 3 really good options to set Stealth Rocks, and I don't want to be taking attacks from Nihilego or Heatran, so I might have to Heatran out there. But we'll get to that later. Anyways, I have knockoff, and the idea with the spread here is that if he leads like, so in certain situations, I'm going to lead Tornadus against this team, and if he leads Nihilego, this is easy to always 100% of the time live modest Power Gem from Nihilego. So if I go for knockoff against Nihilego, either he's Scarf and I live the Power Gem because I'm EV to live Modest Power Gem, or he's Life Orb or Choice Specs or something, and I'm faster, and I can KO with knock off, or I can knock off the item and then live that way. So this guarantees I should leave an attack from Nihilego. His Z Crystal is Grassy Z, so we can't do anything about that. I'm not sure I want to knock off the Nihilego, and testing it actually was kind of useful if it was Scarf, but it's good to know. Something I had to be really careful about that actually I think kind of lost me the game last time was versus Absol. I went for knockoff on a Porygon 2 as he switched into Absol, and because of that I gave it a Justified boost, regular Absol, and then he Mega Evolved, and I lost my Tornadus for it. So, yes. Basically, Tornadus is also one of the Pokemon who can take non-Specs, like he can't take Specs Draco Meteor from Executor. If he brings Specs Executor, things are going to be really difficult, like really, really difficult. I can deal with a lot of threats in his team. I'm hopeful that with like Kingdra and Ludicolo and Gengar and Mega Swampert and Landorus T and Tornadus T and Pelipper, I'm hopeful he won't bring Executor. Like I'm hopeful he won't consider it, but if he brings it, it's going to be really difficult, like super difficult, because I don't have any switch into Draco Meteor. I have Landorus. I've switched my Pelipper to a bulkier variant, but it's just going to be difficult. But anyway, I've talked a lot of Tornadus. U-turn is obviously good with Regenerator, Scout. Knockoff is a great attack. I can take Rotom's item. I can take Uxie's item. I can take Porygon 2's item. I can take Nihilego and Heatran, their items. I would be happy to take Executor's item as well. Lots of things. Taking their item is good. Crobat as well. Hurricane I already mentioned. Taunt, stop Stealth Rocks. In some situations, I'm going to lead Landorus T actually. Because here's the thing, like, he's almost certainly going to lead Rotom Wash, I think, in almost every single situation. Like, there's no reason for him to lead anything other than Rotom Wash. I need to make sure this outspeeds Heatran, actually. I might need to be faster. I'll fix that later. I might be speed tank with Heatran. I forgot. But, anyways, Landorus T. So, Rotom W is a problem because, first of all, it can be Trick Rotom W. So I have 2 Eviolite Mons, so that's pretty bad. And it also hits Burdup and Pelipper for 4 times damage. It hits Sonic for 2 times damage, and it can burn with Swampert. So Rotom W is a big problem for this team. If it doesn't have Eviolite, sorry, if it doesn't have a trick item, then it's okay. But if it does, we're kind of in trouble. So yeah, Landorus T. The idea here is that let's say he's got Rotom W, he's got Heatran or Nihilego. I like the ability of me to lead Landorus T because unlike Tornadus, so if I lead Tornadus, I have to play a mind game of I don't know his set, right? So I can go for knockoff, but if he goes Scarf Full Twitch into Absol, or if he goes Switch to Absol, just hard switch, I'm gonna give it a Justified boost, and that's gonna be pretty bad. And even though I can live a +1 attack from Absol, if it's Scarf Full Twitch, then I will be in a really bad position. And also, like, he could go for Thunder Wave, he could go Will-O-Wisp isn't that bad, but like Tornadus is kind of important, and I'd rather not lose it. Whereas Landorus, when I've played this match in testing, like, it has the potential to be good, but it's just never been good so far. Like, it's always been kind of a little lackluster. So I don't feel that bad about taking damage on it. So what I'm thinking is, like, okay, let's say I lead Landorus T. If he leads Rotom W, I can go for knockoff, and unlike versus Absol, it's really obvious that I'm at a U-turn, so I don't think he can afford to go for Volt Switch. Obviously, Volt Switch won't do anything, and I don't think he can hard switch to Absol, because the obvious move is U-turn there and get out of there. And in that case, think. Yeah, basically, if he goes to Absol, then he'll take U-turn damage. That would be really bad. So he can't afford to go for Absol. So this allows me to use knockoff turn 1 versus Rotom. And also because I'm Assault Vest, I can live Hidden Power Ice from Nihilego and anything from Heatran as well. So I can threaten those with Earth Power. And I think that's a pretty good deal, honestly, because if he leads Nihilego or Heatran, I stop the Stealth Rocks. Unless he's Balloon, but even then I can U-turn and get in Swampert. Well, I guess Swampert too, yeah, or Pelipper. And if he's Rotom W, I can trade potentially a Hydro Pump, potentially a Will-O-Wisp, which neither of which are too bad. Hydro Pump, I'll take a lot of damage, but at least I get rid of his item, and honestly, I think that's a pretty good trade. And if he over-predicts, if he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, it's not that bad. I've got Sludge Bomb as my Earth Power as my main attacking options, and if he goes for Volt Switch or Hidden Power, or, I don't know, like some prediction, Thunderbolt, or Thunder Wave, then I'm in a good position because I've gotten a free knockoff. So that's the idea with Landorus T and Tornadus T. Pressures the main Stealth Rocks users more and also can live Rotom's attack. I could have gone for Pastio Berry to weaken water type attacks, but I decided not to because in case he leads with Nihilego with Hidden Power Ice and like Life Orb or something. So I really like this as a lead. I think it gives me options. If he has Uxie, I think I might want to lead with Bird Up and go from there. But if he doesn't have Uxie, yeah, then I think my other options are better. So anyway, let's go to Pelipper next. Pelipper, I actually originally had max speed, max special attack, timid. I've just did this really bulky variant in the end. This lives Hidden Power Electric from Heatran. This lives Thunderbolt from non-invested Uxie. It can live a lot of special, strong special attacks from him, which is important. I want to change the spread. I need to run some more calcs. I just recently did this, so I need to make sure it's correct. Really straightforward Pelipper. I didn't think that much about it. I think I'm going to change this to Scald. instead of Surf, but yeah, just straightforward, really bulky Pelipper. Originally, like I said, I was going to run offensive Pelipper fast, but the thing is that both Heatran and Bulu outspeed it, so if he goes, like, max speed on those guys, which he might not, but, like, if he does go max speed, then, like, it's pretty stupid not to run, like, then all my speed is wasted, so, like, and I don't think, I think I'd rather not gamble with Pelipper, so, like, if I have Pelipper and he has got Bulu, I can say, okay, if I outspeed you, then I can go for Hurricane, and that's dope, but I don't know if I'm faster or not, and I can't know even with grassy terrain because I'm flying. So, without knowing if I'm faster, like, I'd be having to risk, I'd be having to gamble my whole Pelipper on whether or not he's Jolly Bulu or not. And I don't think that's a trade I want to take because it could go really badly. Yeah, so I'm just going bulky here, especially to bulky because I'm afraid of random electric moves like Hidden Power Electric and Thunderbolt and stuff. So, at least in this situation, it'll give me more information, and my Pelipper should be able to live one electric type attack. Yes. Swampert actually is really interesting this week. This time I'm bringing Waterfall, Ice Punch, Power Punch, and Superpower. I've got to watch out for Yache Bulu. That got me last time. I don't think he'd bring it again, but it's still pretty good, so I think he might bring it again. Swampert doesn't learn Poison Jab. So, the idea here is, like, so if the other thing is that if I get a knockoff onto Rotom W with Sonic, then I can go for a Power Punch sometime when I threaten something with Swampert. For example, I don't know, what do I threaten Swampert? Crobat, what else does he have? Heatran, Nihilego, I threaten all those guys with Swampert, and so I can go for a Power Punch, and then after a bit of prior damage, Power Punch plus Superpower KOs Rotom W, so that's like a really good free KO for me. Also with prior damage on Bulu, I can go for an Ice Punch. A Power Punch plus Ice Punch should do a lot to Bulu, should be at least like 45 times 1.5, so like, I don't know, a little bit over 67%, more or less. So if I can get a little bit of damage on Bulu, that's good. If he's got a weird item on Bulu, if he's not bulky on Bulu, that's also an option. Waterfall and Ice Punch are just solid. Waterfall allows me to hit Nihilego and Heatran. I don't need Earthquake in this matchup. His only ground weak Pokemon are also weak to water, right? Stunfisk, Heatran, Nihilego. Yeah, Ice Punch is also important for Executor and Crobat. Although I think Waterfall actually is, yes, Waterfall is better than Ice Punch, but versus Crobat, but not really important. Yes, that's all I have to say about Swampert. Swampert has the potential to sweep. Landorus doesn't really have the potential to sweep because his Pokemon are already faster and he's got a lot of bulky Pokemon. Tornadus, not really the potential to sweep. Landorus has the potential to sweep. I've got one other Pokemon on this team with the potential to sweep, and it's not Sliggoo. So, same as last time, but this time I've got Sludge Wave. I think Infestation was really cool, but not, in the end, not super useful. I do like the ability to have Sludge Wave here. It lets me hit Executor, it lets me hit Bulu. Really the main thing is Bulu. Like, I didn't like being forced out every time Bulu came in, so if we got in the situation where it's Sliggoo versus Bulu, first time I'm switching out hard. Like I'm gonna let him scout for Sludge Wave. Second time, however, I would definitely go for Sludge Wave, and I could try and catch him on a switch. A lot of his Pokemon lose to Sliggoo. Porygon 2, Rotom W, Nihilego, Heatran. All those guys lose to Sliggoo. Absol can beat it. Hitmonlee can beat it. Executor can beat it depending on the set. This actually lives Life Orb, Executor, Draco Meteor. Which is crazy. But yeah, that's really good. Rest means unlimited recovery with hydration. It's another reason why I think it's important that I keep my Death Fodder around, because it lets, like, 2 of my Pokemon benefit really hard from rain. And lastly, the last Pokemon on this team, Gurdurr. I've never brought him before. I picked him up on one of the bye weeks when I got Aromatisse. I got Gurdurr as well. I dropped Guzzlord, got Gurdurr. He's the backbone. He's the backstop. I'm counting a lot on Gurdurr. This match for me is going to come down to whether or not I can get rid of the threats to Gurdurr. Earlier I mentioned, if he brings the same Pokemon as last time, that's awesome. And the reason is, Gurdurr beats a lot of his Pokemon. Gurdurr beats Rotom W without Trick. Gurdurr beats Porygon 2 so well. Gurdurr crushes Nihilego. Gurdurr crushes Heatran. Gurdurr beats Absol. Like, it can take the item, but, like, it trades the item for the KO. You still get a Bulk Up off, or Drain Punch, or you get your health back, and, yeah. And lastly, Gurdurr with Bulk Up and Poison Jab beats Bulu. That's a big deal. So this Gurdurr after a bulk up takes Bloom Doom from Bulu, and it also like has a ton of special bulk. It KOs Bulu after bulk up, or it KOs Bulu after a bulk up with Poison Jab, and it does a lot of damage to a lot of his team. He doesn't have anything against this. He's got three potential things he can use to beat this. Crobat, Gravebird, Air Slash can be threatening. Plus 1 Ice Punch should do about 75%, but it depends on his spread. So, but I'd like to get rid of Crobat first. Uxie beats this thing really hard. I think he could bring Uxie. I wish he doesn't. I hope he doesn't, but I think he could honestly easily bring Uxie this week, and Gurdurr can't do anything to beat it. So before Gurdurr comes in, I've got to get rid of Uxie, or at least I have to weaken it to the point, like, I don't take that much from Psychic, but I really can't do that much in return. So gotta get rid of that Uxie, and Gurdurr loses to, Executor can do a lot of damage, especially with Bloom Doom. If it's fast, that's kind of a problem. Ice Punch, crushes Executor. The speed EVs are outspeed Executor, but I'd still rather not fight against it. I think those are just only 3 answers. Stunfisk doesn't beat it, and what was the last one? Stunfisk. The 6 he brought last time, Stunfisk, those 3. Those 10. What's his last one? Hitmonlee. Uxie, yeah. Oh no, I already named Uxie. I don't know. He's got one more Pokemon. I'm pretty sure Gurdurr beats it. Yeah, so Crobat and Uxie are the big ones, and maybe Executor. That's another reason why Z Hurricane is really good, because Z Hurricane, like Crobat doesn't die Hurricane, Uxie doesn't take anything from Hurricane. From Z Hurricane, getting some good damage on those Pokemon could be really important. Yes. Interesting things to note. I didn't bring Ferrothorn this week, so Executor can be like really problematic. I have no Dragon switch-ins. I don't have good switch-ins to Crobat. I don't have anything that resists Psychic to switch in, so I've got to be really careful. I'm going to be relying a lot on Sliggoo, not to win this time, but to sponge the special attacks, which is part of why Executor is problematic, because I don't have any Draco Meteor. Joey, I tested against Pokegame, and he brought Specs Executor. I didn't have anything for it. Like, I couldn't switch in at all. I just had to trade or KO it, or hope he missed Draco Meteor. Like, it was not good. So, if Adrive brings Specs Executor with max speed, it's going to be really problematic. However, I'm hopeful that he won't do it. MV also brought Executor when I tested with him. He brought Trick Room Executor. That's a little bit more doable, but still really difficult. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, that's the team. Not bringing Ferrothorn is pretty big, and it makes my defensive switches a lot worse. Like, I don't have anything for Uxie, Crobat, Bulu. I mean, Bulu is superpower, but at least I could run Chopal, or like have the option to run Chopal. But I did think it was important to bring Gurdurr this week, so I left Ferrothorn on the bench. I've never left Ferrothorn on the bench before, so this might go terribly, but yeah, I'm nervous. I'm excited. I really hope to do well. It would mean a lot for me personally if I could win this week, for a lot of reasons. But yeah, that's the team. I haven't done Team Builder in a while, but I like this team, and I think it's cool, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think about the battle down below. If you want, you can check out his Team Builder. No, I don't think he does Team Builders. Okay, never mind. But yeah, let me know what you think about the squad, and if you think I'm crazy. Yes, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like. I'll put the battle up tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but Adrive and we're playing. I'm currently recording this the day before we play, so we'll play tomorrow and pick a time. Send me your energy. I'll need it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you in finals. I'll see you tomorrow regardless. Peace.